Let's have a quick conversation about three credit cards issued by USAA. So we have the USAA Rewards Visa Signature, the Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, and the Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation, I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Suri Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to compare and contrast USAA Rewards Visa Signature, USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, and USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Let's start with the USAA Rewards Visa Signature. This is a great card if you want to earn 2 points per dollar on gas and dining out, and 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. Okay, we love the fact that this card has no annual fee. Fantastic. The card has no foreign transaction fee. Wonderful as well. And this is great if you are banking or having an insurance agreement with USAA. And let's talk about the pros and cons here. Pros: there's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees. You have a welcome bonus of 2,500 bonus points, making an eligible first qualifying purchase, and you have great extra benefits. What about the cons? The rewards rate is not really great when you really compare it to the competitors, okay? And there's no 0% introductory APR, and you have a high and balanced transfer fee, okay? So the regular APR on this card, 9.90% to 25.90%. And in terms of the credit limits, it can go all the way to $75,000. And so let's talk about the highlights here. So you can earn 2x points per dollar spent on gas and dining with no caps. So if you are someone who loves those sort of rewards, go for it. You can earn 1x points for every dollar spent on all other purchases. Okay, you can redeem points for cash, merchandise, gift cards, or more. And obviously, USAA membership is available to active and former military and their eligible family members. Okay, and it's important to understand that the rewards are pretty good. The rewards, you can earn rewards. So rewards are earned automatically with the USAA Rewards Visa. So the card earns 2 points per dollar on gas and dining out. So this is, you don't have to track anything. You don't have to monitor anything. They'll take care of they'll take care of the rewards accumulation automatically. Okay, there is no limit to the amount of rewards that can be earned. And they basically, if you want to redeem the rewards, you can redeem it via mobile app or online banking, and you can use it for cash, travel, merchandise, or charitable contributions. It depends on you. And rewards can be transferred among USAA rewards accounts. Okay, so cash redemptions may be credited to your card statements or deposited to your USAA checking or savings account. So this is really, really great. And let me give you other cards benefits that you might love also. So we have auto rental, collision damage waiver. This is really good if you are the kind of traveler who appreciates this type of coverage. So you have up to 31 consecutive days of worldwide car rental coverage when you're declined, or you actually if you have additional coverage at the rental counter. You have to decline that though. You have to decline additional coverage at the rental counter, and you pay for your rental with the card. You have travel accident insurance. You have trip cancellation and interruption coverage up to $1,500 per person in coverage when travel is paid for with the card. Okay, this is important to keep in mind. And you have baggage delay and interruption coverage also. So this covers essential items like toiletries, clothing, and device chargers, and those are covered after 4 or more hours of delay. And you have extended warranty, so you can get up to an additional year of coverage on eligible items paid for on the card. Remember to pay those items with the card. It's really important. So this is it. Now we need to understand that when we compare this card with other cards, for example, you can see that there are other cards that are better. Let me give you an example. The City Double Cash Card. This card basically out-earns the USAA Rewards Visa card with an unlimited, no category restrictions, 2% cash back on all purchases. So you have 1% when purchases are made and another 1% when they are paid off, okay? And the City Double Cash card comes with an introductory APR of for 18 months, so 0% APR for 18 months, and after that the standard variable rate will be $13.99 to $23.99. So you can see that in this case it really is better to, it might be better to go with the City Double cash card if you have the opportunity to do that. So overall, this card is great for USAA customers who don't want to explore card options outside of USAA. Okay, could be a good option, but if you are interested in seeing what's out there, we definitely recommend that you check out other cards because there are better cards out there. This card is fine. It's decent, but you can find better. Let me talk to you about the Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature. So today we want to talk about the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature. What are the pros and cons of this card? So pros, you have a 1.5% cashback, no annual fee, and you have special 4% military APR, okay? This is really great. And that is if you are affiliated with the military, okay? And the cons, you have a high regular APR, no initial bonus, okay? So if you, let's just say, if you're just looking for, let's say, a simple yet rewarding cashback credit card with no annual fee, and you are eligible for a USAA membership, this card, the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, is a great choice, okay? We love the fact that they offer 1.5% cashback on all purchases, and this is a card that is nearly 50% more generous than the average cash rewards credit card. And you know, this is kind of cool. So let's talk about the regular APR here. It goes from 11.90% to 25.90% variable. There's no annual fee. The rewards rate I've said it before is 1.5% cashback. And in terms of, let's talk about the highlights. What are the important things you want to pay attention to with this card? So I've already talked about the 1.5% cashback on all purchases. Okay, this is really good. And there's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fee. Let's talk about the special 4% military APR. So this applies to a balance you owe when you begin active duty, okay, until it's paid off or you celebrate your first anniversary of ending active duty. It also applies to all balances for up to 12 months in the event of deployment or permanent change of station, okay? So all USAA credit cards have this feature. This is not just peculiar to the Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that may not really be good, may not really be that interesting with the card. So the cons. So you have a very high regular APR possible. So you need at least good credit to get this card, okay? If you have fair credit, you might still get it, but you will get a very, very low limit. And the APR could be anywhere from 11.90% to 25.90%, depending on your credit worthiness. So the average APR among credit cards for people with good credit is 18.98%. So think about it, okay? So for additional context, credit card for people with excellent credit average an APR of 13.25%. So just want to give you an idea, okay? And among all cards, the average penalty APR is just 25.52%. So food for thoughts, okay? And this card also has no initial bonus. So this is what it is. And there are other things you need to consider. So if you really are after a card and you just kind of like the features of the Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, there are a few things you need to pay attention to. Now, you need to have good or excellent credit. I'm not saying you need that to qualify for the card, but you need that if you are trying to get favorable terms. So right now is a great time to check your credit score, to go on annualcreditreport.com to check your scores at TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, okay? Or you can just sign up for a service such as a Wallet Hub, Credit Karma, or Nerd Wallet, okay? So you can monitor on a continuous basis your credit score, and this will help you a lot, okay? And we'll love the fact that you have an undisclosed spending limit. So you really will not learn what your credit limit will be until you are approved, okay? And we have seen this with all USAA cards in general. Like, they really are opaque when it comes to giving you the credit limits up front. We just know for context and based on our research that the maximum credit limit on this card is $50,000, okay? And you also need to be eligible for USAA membership, okay? If you've never served in the military and didn't inherit USAA eligibility from your parents, you probably will not be able to qualify. Okay, this is important. So let's just compare this card with the competition. I want you to look right now on the screen, and we are quickly comparing the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature card with the two other cards. So we have the City Double Cash Card 18 months balance transfer offer and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So you can see that. So we looked in terms of the annual fee. All those three credit cards have none. The rewards bonus offer, those do not apply to those cards. The rewards rate, you have 1.5% cash back for the USAA cards. For the City Double Cash Card, you have a 2%, and for Chase, you have 1.5% to 5% cash back. And the purchase intro APR, you have an offer with a Chase card, a Chase Freedom Unlimited. Okay, something you don't have with Citibank. Okay, and also on USAA, you have a transfer intro APR. You have a 0% for 18 months on the Citibank card and 0% for 15 months on the Chase card. Okay, the regular APR you can see on the screen, and our rating for the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature card, 8.5 over 10. For the City Double Cash Card, 18 months balance transfer, 9.5 over 10. And for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, 9 over 10. Let me talk to you about the Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Folks, we're doing a compare and contrast between the USAA Rewards Visa Signature, the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, and the USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Let's just cover the third one. Let's quickly do it. So this is a card that really is great if you're looking for something simple. Okay, it doesn't offer much in the way of rewards or sign-up bonuses. Okay, and instead it offers one of the lowest credit card interest rates available anywhere. And so you can actually, but you do need good to excellent credit, or you need to have fair credit with a strong relationship with USAA. The card has no annual fee. The APR is wonderful. APR goes from 6.90% to 23.90% variable. There's no penalty APR. And for a balance transfer, you have you can pay a fee of 3% of the amount of each transfer. There's no maximum. And for the cash advance fee, 3% of the amount of each cash advance. There are no foreign transaction fees, and you have an intro balance transfer offer of 0% for 15 months. 15 months. This is really good. Okay, and so this is a great card if you're looking for not only a low interest card, but you also want to transfer balances. And one thing I want to say is that you also have access to identity theft resolution assistance, extended warranty on U.S. store brand warranties, and collision damage waiver coverage for rental vehicles. Okay, and you also, if you are military members, you have access to rebates on finance charges and assistance before, during, and after deployment. Okay, so you pay less in interest if you carry a balance from month to month. The same rate on purchases, balance transfers, and cash advances, and no annual fee or foreign transaction fee. Okay, this is really good. And if your card is lost or stolen, you have a way to actually counter that. And they do this ASAP. They will take care of you ASAP. So the bottom line is, who is this card for, really? The card is for people who love sticking to their budget. In other words, if you are a savvy saver, if you want to have a card with a low interest, okay, and you also if you're trying to build credit over and over and over, even if you have good credit, you can still improve your credit and get excellent credit. And this card will help you with that. Okay, and we love the fact that the card has special features for military members. However, we don't like the fact that the card has no rewards. There's no introductory rate, and there might be some membership limitations. So things to keep in mind. And if you really want to use the card properly, let's say, how do you get the most out of this card? It's really just think about it as plan B if you don't have a fully stocked emergency fund yet, or you need to make a large purchase, because the card has no annual fee. That's wonderful. And the APR is very low. It starts at 6%. Think about it, 6%, 6.99%. Okay, so bottom line here is, it's always best to pay off your balance as soon as possible. but a low interest rate will direct more of your payments toward the balance rather than interest, right? And the card has excellent perks, really excellent perks. Think about it. So those perks are great. They're useful, especially for military families. So in order to get this coverage, you'll need to have paid for the trip, for example, with your USAA credit card. So you have insurance for trip cancellation and interruption. Okay, so if you are on a trip and it's canceled or interrupted due to things outside your control, such as weather or sickness, you could be reimbursed for up to $1,500 per person. You have insurance for delayed luggage. Similarly, if your baggage is delayed for 4 or more days, you can get up to $100 per day for 3 days to cover incidentals. You have travel accident insurance. Okay, so if you are injured or die while on a common carrier, such as airplane, bus, or train, you or your family members could be reimbursed through the travel accident insurance policy for up to $500,000. Okay, so there are other features that we love with this card, and you have a rental car collision insurance secondary to your own policy. You have travel and emergency hotline. You have extended warranties, and you have concierge for booking event tickets, travel, and other services. Okay, so overall, we believe that when it comes to this let's say to the customer service, when it comes to the customer service with this card, great, fantastic. They have folks on the line 24/7. If you have any question, not a problem. And one thing you need to also remember is that the USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum card doesn't come with any fees. So this is great, because if you are in the military or you are affiliated with the military, either biologically or professionally or geographically, you might be deployed overseas. Okay, and the card is great because it has no foreign transaction fee. It has no annual fee, so you're able to focus on just managing your budget. You're able to focus on serving the country, but also being financially responsible. Okay, so this is really great. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about USAA credit cards, and we have compared and contrasted 3 of them. And I want to say in general that when we talk about USAA credit card eligibility, you must apply for membership. Okay, so current and former family members, their spouses and children are eligible to become USAA members. So joining is completely free. So, and once your eligibility is verified, you can start enrolling in any of USAA products and services, including applying for a USAA credit card. Okay, and this is good. And you can fill out a credit card application online, not a problem. You can go to a branch. You can do so also over the phone. Okay, so this is not a problem. And so once you have applied, you can check on the status of your application. You can call 1-800-531-8722, and you can ask to speak to a credit card specialist. So this is not a problem. And all USAA credit cards have wonderful benefits based on our research. Okay, and the thing is, if one thing I want to say here is that you can actually have benefits. You can have a coverage while being overseas. You can have a higher credit card limits, a potentially high one. Okay, the only thing is that you cannot be pre-approved for the card, for any USAA card, by the way. In other words, they don't have this on their website, so you're going to need to go through the hard pull process. They're going to do a hard pull on you, and if everything checks out, they will give you the card, but there's no way to have a soft pull. And right now, the USAA doesn't have a secure credit card. So unlike Navy Federal Credit Union, USAA and PenFed do not offer secure credit cards. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that you can use your USAA cards anywhere overseas, not a problem. Okay, and you also have to understand that USAA covers. I mean, their credit card covers car rental insurance. Before I go further, please check out this credit card evaluation approach video. We do have a rigorous method on this show when it comes to evaluating, reviewing, and categorizing credit cards. Check this out. Okay, let's talk about a decision time here, folks. So USAA Rewards Visa Signature versus USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature versus USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Which one to pick, folks? Which one are you interested in? Well, the short answer is it depends. So this is a big decision time. Big decision time. I want you to write down right now. So before you make a decision, you have to think about your financial situation. Okay, financial situation is very important because are you in the red in terms of cash flows? What about your cash inflows and cash outflows? Okay, what are your needs for rewards, perks, cashback? In other words, are you looking for a credit card for rewards, for other perks, or cashback? So this will actually, I would say, condition your decision-making process. Also, think about your credit score. So all the credit score that we have, all the credit cards rather, that we have mentioned to this conversation, they will accept you if you have fair credit, but they're better for good credit and above. Okay, so is your credit score great right now? When was the last time you have checked it? And are there inconsistencies on your credit data at Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax? This could be the right time to actually start looking for like you start confirming that the data that you have in your credit report is actually true. Okay, so that there are no invalid, no derogatory items that were not there because of your own actions. And what is your household situation? This is important. Your household situation will play an important role in the kind of car that you get. Okay, and we know that military families are usually they have to move a lot. But if you are quote unquote stable right now, where you are in a situation where you know you are going to be in a place for 5 years or 10 years, then you need to go for certain cars, because then you know you don't have to worry about travel rewards anymore. You can just focus on cashback. Okay, what is your spending pattern? Do you spend more money on dining, more on gas, more on household equipment, household supplies? So those are really important. And what is the strength of your MPR with USAA? So we are talking here about your current relationship. How much money do you have with the institution? Okay, do you have a checking account, a savings account, an investment account? Do you have insurance with them? What is that strength? The strength of your relationship with the institution. All right, folks. So after reviewing the USAA Rewards Visa Signature, the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature, and the USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum, we have basically, our pick is the Rate Advantage Visa Platinum. Okay, so we actually scored this card 9.5 over 10. The USAA Rewards Visa Signature 9 over 10. And the USAA Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature 8.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.